Hello, everybody. I am very excited for the Game Awards. There are some really good games that are going for like Game of the Year this year that I'm interested to see who is going to win what. I think that Balatro will probably win Indie Game of the Year just because absolutely everybody loves Balatro, but we'll see. I don't know. I think it's got some good contenders. A lot of these games I played this year, so I'll talk a little bit about the ones I liked and the ones I didn't like, and which ones I still have yet to play, only because there's so much time in the day. I wish I could have played more of these games, but you know, they'll still be around next year to play. Starting soon. Yay! I'm ready. I hope they have trailers for games that are coming out next year as well. I want to fill up my Steam wish list. Especially now with the Steam sale going on, it's the perfect time for it. Let me fix my thing a little bit. There we go. That's better. Oh, here we go. Nice. Let's make you big. Is that too loud? Is that okay? I think it's okay. If that's too loud, let me know, and I can turn the volume down for the stream. But I think it should be okay. Hopefully. I didn't check who was hosting this and like who were all the presenters, so I'm interested to see who they're having present all these different games. I know this is actually being hosted in person in like New York City or something, so that's kind of cool. I wonder if they actually invited game developers out to like take their awards in person, or if it's just gonna be virtual. Hey, it's me. Game Awards. Yay!
Friends and family, welcome to the Indie Game Awards. My name is Mike Towndrow.
And I'm Kyle
6-1.
We are a couple of folks behind 6-1 Indie, a collective focus on shining the spotlight on the indies through showcases and now the Indie Game Awards.
What is an indie game? That's been the big question everyone's been asking since the award season last year. Is it about the money behind the game or some of the publishing that's going on? Is it having the independent freedom to execute your creative vision? Maybe it's that scrappy spirit we all have, like when you film an award ceremony in a beautiful studio and then
no, I don't think it's that one.
Issues, so you film your bits the week before the awards at home. Don't worry, next year will look a lot better. However you define indie, tonight it means
they're really setting the standard already.
Pushing this industry forward. We're excited to have you here as we all kick off something that will hopefully outlive us all.
The IGAs represent a future where indie professionals work harmoniously together, a future that leads towards the definitive annual celebration of the indie scene. It's bigger than 6-1 Indie or any individual organization alone. Showcases such
that's
as
usually how
Games,
awards work.
Latin American Game Showcase, Wholesome Games, and Games for Games have all been an integral part.
I know they have a women-led game award,
creators, institutes, and more who
which is kind of cool.
For indies.
We also want to take a moment to give a special thanks to the sponsors who aligned with our goals and came in at the very last second to support this future that we're building towards. Pocket Pair, Very Okay Vinyl, V Publishing, and the Powell Group.
We also want to give a special shout out to our friends at Playcrafting in Brookland, who are currently hosting the official viewing party in New York City.
Oh, okay. So it's just a viewing party. Just kidding.
Awards only ceremony recognizing the achievements of the developers and their games throughout the past year. There are no new game announcements tonight. 601 Indie put out 2 banger showcases earlier in the year, and our friends at Women Led Games, Latin American Games Showcase, Wholesome Games, and Day of the Devs put out outstanding shows last week. So if you missed them, we encourage you to go back and check them out after tonight's show.
We did miss them.
Before we get into the awards, here is a brief rundown on how the nominees were selected.
All of our nominees have either launched or released in 1.0 between November 1st, 2023 and November 1st, 2024. To ensure a diverse selection of indie games across all categories, each game can be nominated for only one general category. This rule does not apply to the community management, industry impact, and game of the year categories. For a detailed rundown of eligibility and how our nominees were selected, head to the link at the bottom of the screen.
And remember, tonight is a celebration. There's a reason you're not going to hear the word winner tossed around tonight. If your favorite game doesn't receive an award or wasn't nominated, that's okay. There were a lot of games out there. We encourage you to champion all of them in a positive light and continue supporting the developers.
A great way to start is into the official IGA Steam event, where you can find all of tonight's
I did actually check out this Steam page. They've got a lot of really good games in the Steam page.
And with that, it's time for us to,
and especially now with that sale, ooh.
Our first presenters launched their debut game last year and gave everyone a little case of Sea Madness.
Oh, is this Dredge? Dredge is such a good game. I played Dredge earlier this year.
Developers of Dredge. Our first award celebrates a handful of the games that introduced a new generation of voices to the indie scene.
I like those 2 guys that are just standing there.
Requires not just creativity, but immense courage and dedication. Taking that leap is daunting, especially in the current state of the industry.
Here are the nominees for debut game.
Oh, look at the little Dredge boat.
By Furniture and Mattress LLC.
Ranger. I don't think I played. I didn't even hear about this one. Oh.
Little Guardsman by Hilltop Games.
No, I haven't heard of this one either.
Little Kitty, Big City.
Oh, this one I played a little bit of it. It's really cute. It's very fun. It's like a sandboxy game.
By Moon Lagoon.
This one I've heard of, but I didn't play.
Mullet Magic by Hammer.
This one I also heard of, but I'm not really a shooter kind of person, so I didn't play this one either.
Worldless by No Name Studios.
I haven't played this one. Looks cool. Best debut, I would probably say Little Kitty.
And
it was honestly so cute.
Goes to Little Kitty, Big City by Double Dagger Studios.
Yeah, that was a really cute game. Oh.
For a studio that set a high standard right from the start, that's a high bar.
Look at that one in the box.
I'm Matt Wood. I'm the creator of Double Dagger Studio. We created Little Kitty, Big City, and oh my gosh, guys. And
look at them all.
Everyone on the team are so honored to be receiving this award. We're so excited. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Oh my god.
Hold on.
This is so cute.
Recognizing Little Kitty. Little Kitty began as a project between myself and my kids, just to teach them how to program, and it blossomed from there to what you guys see today. I've worked on a lot of games, but this is the first game that I've worked on where people regularly send me messages telling me how much the game has positively impacted their life.
Oh.
Made things better for them, and that just means so much to me. Guys, my goodness.
Look at him go.
I set out to create something that would bring people joy, would create connections, would allow people to just relax and de-stress.
It is a great
really
de-stress game.
Amazing to know that this has helped people and that we've reached our goal. I want to thank my 3 kids and my wonderful wife.
And all of your cats.
Because without any of them, none of this would have been possible. I want to thank my amazing team, Micah, Pip, Mike, Steve, Val, Corey, Kane, Daphne, Juliana, Alexandra, Coasterfy, Shan, Riley, Oscar, Gemma, Lucy, Muraski, Laidlaw, Nicholas, Tom, our Arsenio, and everyone else that ever made the game what it is today. I want to thank Wholesome Games, because without them, the game wouldn't have had its first initial jettison into the public eye. I want to thank all the wonderful people at Nintendo and Microsoft. I want to thank our Discord and Reddit moderators, 22nd Century Toys, A Shell in the Pit, Local Heroes, and all the hardworking localizers, IOI Gamer, Pop Agenda for everything, but most of all, just for being wonderful people, all of our playtesters, and thank you to the fans for following Kitty's progress and all the encouragement and support. It means so much to us. But most of all, I want to thank the cats who make our lives better every day. Go hug your kitties. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, that's so cute. Where did they get all those cats from? Oh, look at this cat. Oh, it's so cute. You just like run around and cause mischief and play with
Games are meant to
things.
be played by everyone, so please welcome one of the fantastic folks who's actively working towards making that the standard for our industry.
Accessibility. Jarv's Tasker.
Hi, my name's Jarves, and I'm a community manager at Raw Fury.
Hi.
But when I'm not doing that, you can find me consulting on accessibility in our industry, both in the games we make and behind the scenes. Making our industry more accessible
like her
for
glasses.
neurodiverse
They're
and
cool.
disabled developers and players is the thing that I am most passionate about. So it was a genuine honor when I was asked to present this year's Notable Achievement in Accessibility Award. As you'll see through tonight's ceremony, gaming has the power to bring people together, to tell stories and create entire worlds. But that's most impactful when everybody can experience it.
True.
Our next category honors the developers who have made accessibility a priority, ensuring their game is playable to everybody regardless of ability. These developers have shown exceptional thought, empathy, and a deep understanding of the diverse needs of the gaming community as a whole. Here are the nominees for Notable Achievement in Accessibility.
All right, let's see
Another
'em.
Crab's Treasure.
Oh,
Aggro
this
Crab.
one I didn't play, but I thought it looked ridiculous. It's like a slasher game, but you're a
Elsie by
crab.
Makeshift Games.
Or is this a platformer? It looks like a platformer.
SteamWorld Heist 2 by Thunderful Development.
Man, I haven't played any of these games. Another shooter, it looks like.
Surmount, a mountain climbing adventure by Jasper Opperell and Indiana Jonas.
Well, I guess I can't comment on any of these. I haven't played any of them.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Another Crab's Treasure by Aggro Crab.
If you're seeing this, it means we won. So thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you to the IGA. This is such an incredible honor to receive the inaugural IGA in such an important category, which is achievement and accessibility. Hey, I'm Nick. I'm the studio head at Aggro
Hi,
Crab.
Nick.
And for us, when designing Another Crab's Treasure, accessibility was always something we had in mind. You know, this game is inspired by a genre and a type of game that is notorious for its difficulty, and even sometimes its crypticness and unapproachability by design, right? But, you know, for us, that's where we said, this is an opportunity to introduce new players to this type of game that we love so much. So when designing Another Crab's Treasure, every step of the way, we designed it with the intent of letting anyone play it. And to me, accessibility just means, you know, how can we get as many people as possible? to
Well,
enjoy
maybe if this is
game we
a
made? Why would you want
a
anything else
fighter,
as a game developer?
a shooter
thank you
game
so much.
esque that is
hey,
not
we
so
know why
horribly
we really
difficult,
want
maybe I could actually play it.
We gave Krill a gun, and the gun lets you kill any enemy in one hit, and you can enable the gun in the accessibility menu, and you can play with the gun the whole game, and that's the game.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good idea, and I appreciate the accessibility advocates that we were talking to at the time. Thank you all for co-signing this idea and not making me feel like an asshole for doing it. And, you know, I think what this speaks to is really just the idea that accessibility should be fun. It shouldn't just be an afterthought. it can be something that is
Good
fun
way to
in and
think
of
about it.
itself, because that's, again, what games are all about. So yeah, I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to my co-founder Kaylin and everyone on our team who just did an amazing job making such a big and impressive game at the small indie studio that we have. I want to thank our partners who helped us do the incredible feat of self-publishing an indie game. So Kowloon Knights, Pop Agenda, Play Everywhere, Local Heroes, Locket QA. Thank you guys. I want to shout out and thank everyone else in this category. All your achievements are pushing the medium forward and helping accessibility as a whole. Thank you. I want to thank my mom and dad and everyone on the team's moms and dads and your mom and dad and you, the gamer, for spending $30.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
And getting Dark Bob Souls Pants in return. Thank you.
Wow. You're welcome.
Yeah, I know my hair's a different colour. Someone let Petey loose with the crayons. Anyway, whilst we're on the subject of accessibility, it's my pleasure to introduce you an individual who's building a new discovery platform that's focused entirely on gamers with disabilities. To tell us more about it, please welcome Arman Nabari.
Interesting.
How do you know if you can play a game? That's the question that started this whole project. Currently, it's really hard for gamers with disabilities to find games that support their needs. It ultimately comes down to a lot of manual research, and that's hours upon hours of
that's
trying
fair.
to use search engines, looking at different reviews to discern whether or not a game supports someone's needs. And sometimes for certain needs, like content triggers or different forms of accessibility, you really don't know unless you're also willing to potentially get spoiled for a game's story.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make a spoiler-free, easy, accessible, fast way to find out, does a game meet my accessibility needs? My name is Arman Nobari. I founded a studio.
All right, let's
called
hear about
Big
it.
Bubble, and we're making a new way to discover accessible games called Able to Play. Able to Play is a website where gamers can discover games based on their personal accessibility needs. It's super easy to find a game on Able to Play. You add your needs and preferences to your accessibility profile. It's completely private and secure.
Oh.
And then when you browse games, you'll get a personalized accessibility score on every game that shows you exactly how well it meets your specific needs and preferences. We make it really, really easy to just browse and immediately see how well a game supports your needs. Click into it, get all the details, you get a summary. It's really, really easy to use. It's completely free, and it's completely
That's pretty
private
cool.
and encrypted.
It's nice that
This
it's free.
project was inspired from a chapter earlier in life. I was in the hospital going through chemotherapy, fighting, and eventually beat cancer. And games are what got me through that experience. You know, I would escape to whole other worlds going through chemo. But
Yeah, I
for
feel like
friends in
if
the
there's
hospital
ever a
that I was
time you
treating,
need to
they
escape,
couldn't jump in and play
it's
games
probably
without
then.
me due to various accessibility challenges. That experience really stuck with me over the years, and at a certain point I just said, you know, there has to be a better way to discover if a game is accessible enough for you to play. Over the last year, we've spoken to thousands of gamers with disabilities, and we learned there's no one-size-fits-all magic accessibility solution. Everyone's needs are so nuanced and personal, so building a platform that really supports that and adapts to each user was really our North Star in guiding how we built Able to Play. Personally, as a cancer survivor, I live with a disability, and around 1 in 3 gamers do too. So whether you need subtitles of a certain size, support for color blindness or more, or you're someone with very specific content
I'm
requirements,
interested to see how they got
Able to
a
Play is for
statistic
you.
like that. 1 in
I
3
invite you to join
gamers
us
has
on
a
Able to Play,
disability.
and I hope you
What
discover a
poll
new
out
favorite
there
game,
is like
because
calling
everyone
people
deserves to
be like,
play
hey,
their
1,
game.
are you a gamer?
Thank
2,
you.
do you have a disability?
Whether it's volleyballs or paintbrushes, our
Visual
next presenter knows
design.
the fundamentals of making a visually dynamic game pop off the screen.
Hi, I'm Greg Labanov,
Hi.
director of indie game projects such as Beastie Ball, Chicory, A Colorful Tale, and Wandersong, and I'm here today to present to you the nominees for the Visual Design Award.
Yay!
Visual design is probably one of my favorite aspects of games to work on. I think visuals are a really, really important part of any game project because they are the window to the soul of what your game is.
It's true.
You know, by
That's like the
making
first
decisions
thing
about
that I
what
look
to
at when
show
I
and
play a
what not to
game
show
is
and
how
to
good the
show it,
visuals are.
you kind of make decisions about you know, what your vision of the world is and what your universe, you know, what your game is
And
about.
honestly,
right?
usually the first thing I talk about when I make like
but there is
reviews
also the
is,
thing, the first
do you
thing
want to
players
look
see
at this
and what
game?
draws them into your game in the first place. So it's, you know, a really important part of any game direction is what the art looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here today to celebrate some nominees that have made awesome projects that look both gorgeous and are using their art as a holistically interesting part of the experience. So yeah, here are the nominees for visual design.
Yay!
Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus by Squid Shock Studios.
Oh, wow. I like the colors on this one.
Crow Country by SFB Games.
I heard of this game, and I thought that it looked interesting, but not in an interesting kind of way that I'd want to play. Oh, I like that claymation sort of style.
Haunty by Moonloop Games.
Whoa.
The Plucky Squire by All Possible
I played the
Futures.
Plucky Squire. I thought it was cool, but I didn't think it was visually
And
anything
Ultros by Hadoop.
unbelievable. Whoa, that last boss, that was cool.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Harold Halibut by Slow Bros.
Hi, my name is
Hello.
Onat, and I'm the director and composer
Oh, the
of
claymation
Harold
game.
Halibut. And on behalf of our entire team, I would like to say how deeply honored and grateful we are to receive this award for visual design. Thank you to the Indie Game Awards organizers and judges. It truly means the world to us.
Oh,
For those of you
what a nice
who
guy.
might not know, we spend a huge portion of our lives working on this game. 13 years, in fact. which,
What?
in fact, is a third of my life.
13
And we had
years.
moments where we wondered if this ambitious idea would ever see the light of day. But here we are, finally sharing this
Holy
world with you.
moly.
The heart and soul of Harold Halibut lie in its handmade approach. Every character, every set piece, every tiny prop you see in the game and on the screen was sculpted, painted.
Wow,
and
okay, so
assembled
it's
by hand.
actual claymation. I
We
thought
wanted to
that it
create
was just
something that felt
visually designed to look
tactile
like
and
it was
alive.
claymation.
Something that reminded
That's
of classic
crazy.
stop-motion animations, yet pushed the boundaries of what a modern game could look like. To be recognized for this effort with the award for visual design is incredibly gratifying.
That's so cool.
This award really belongs to the entire team. Every single person who poured their creativity, sweat, and occasional tears into Harold Halibut, thank you. You stuck around through the ups, the downs, and the weird experimental phases. We also want to thank our supporters and community. Your encouragement made the tough times easier. Every kind word, every keep going helped. I guess if there is one thing to take away from this is that passion projects can take their time, but they're
true.
worth it. Anyway, thank you for this award. It feels a bit wild to be finally talking about a finished game after 13
Man,
years of
13
next year.
years. That's
We
insane.
are so grateful, and we hope you enjoy Harold Halibut as much as we enjoyed making it.
Wow, that's
Thanks again. and
crazy.
enjoy the rest of the show.
Man, he seems like a nice guy. I mean, the visuals are really cool. Don't get me wrong.
If you played Sorry We're Closed recently, you've probably found yourself bobbing your head to the beats of our next presenters.
This was another game I played a little bit of, but I'm not a shooter
What's going on,
type.
everybody? This is
But
Elder
the
Marquise.
audio in this game, the music in this game is really cool.
Let's talk music, right? Music has the ability to deepen immersion. It can bring out emotion and it can create long-lasting impressions. The indie scene in particular knows how to use music to elevate the player experience. I'm talking the haunting melodies that linger as the screen is fading black. I'm talking the sweeping scores that are driving the hearts and the souls.
Yeah, that's honestly fair.
At the end of the day,
Indie games
the right
have
kind of music,
such
that's
good music.
transforming the soul of the game.
Like, it's
I ain't gonna
unparalleled.
hold you. That joint just might be a banger for real.
Facts.
With that being said, here's the nominees for music. Core Keeper by Pug Storm and composer Jonathan Gear.
I need to play Core Keeper. I just haven't ever gotten around to it, but I've heard such good things about it.
Flock by Hollow Ponds and composer Eli Rainsbury.
Oh, look at the visuals on this one too. They're so cute. Mushrooms. Bird.
Pacific Drive by Ironwood Studios.
I'm thinking about playing Pacific Drive. I don't know that I'd like it. Like, I think it's a cool idea for a game. I just don't know that I'm the right clientele for it.
The Cub by Demagogue Studio and composers Shane Barry and Igor Simic.
Ooh. Whoa. I like that little thing. Where's it got a buffalo? The Cub.
By Puddle Studio.
This is another one that I thought about playing. Just because the visuals are so cool. I have no idea what it's about, but the visuals are cool.
Wild Bastards by Blue Manchu and composer Ryan Roth.
Alright, anyone's guess.
Man, them folk at Ironwood Studios for Pacific Drive. Come on, man.
We starting. I swerve when I drive. Let's get it.
Hey everyone, I'm Will Roger, composer of
Hello.
Pacific Drive, and I'd like to thank the Indie Game Awards for choosing our game in the Best Music category. This year had some fantastic soundtracks in the indie scene, and so it's an incredible honor to be recognized along with the other nominees. Pacific Drive was a rare treat for me as a composer, being able to score a game that takes place right in our backyard here in the Pacific Northwest, and to craft every single sound from scratch without any preconceptions of genre. I'd like to recognize D'Anthony
That's
Rutan
fair.
and
That's
Sam
pretty
Suggs
cool.
for their performances on my score, as well as the over 20 different bands who contributed to our radio soundtrack.
Wow.
I'd also like to thank the brilliant dev team at Ironwood Studios and everyone who contributed to bringing this game to life. And last but not least, my warmest thanks to all of the fans of Pacific Drive. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent job. Incredible. Maybe I will play Pacific Drive. I won't know if I like it until I try it, right?
Earlier this year, these two set out to make waves in the industry by introducing drag to players who might not be familiar with the culture. We're thrilled to have them on the show to help us recognize other trailblazers who have made a significant impact on the industry this year.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Ian, and this is Jess. We're two of the developers behind Drag Her, a 2D fighting game showcasing drag royalty.
Some studios don't just create games, they change the industry. Throughout the night, we'll be honoring
like his
4
sweater.
trailblazers
It's cute.
whose actions speak louder than words. Studios, individuals, and organizations making a lasting impact and setting new standards for innovation, inclusivity, sustainability, and creativity.
Their groundbreaking efforts are not only shaping the future of our industry, but inspiring the next generation of developers to dream bigger and bolder.
Industry impact. Strange Scaffold.
Hello, Indie Game Awards. My name is Aubrey Nelson Jr. I'm the studio head over at Strange Scaffold, and I speak on behalf of myself
it's a studio.
and everyone at the studio who I get to collaborate with when I say just how much it means to be recognized in this way. Thank you so much for this honor. And I'm now recording this just straight off my phone in a vertical format to be as authentic as possible, especially for those who are familiar with my TikTok presence, speaking from the heart sincerely.
I can't say I am. I'm not on TikTok.
To make a very long story short, I never intended Strange Scaffold to be a monolithic idea of what a quote-unquote good indie studio can or should be.
What games have they made? Strange Scaffold?
Every layer of a studio, much like a game
Let's
design
Google.
problem, you work from your values. I don't want to bring perfect things into the world, even if that were
Find
possible.
out.
I want to bring more things into the
Strange
world with
Scaffold.
collaborators who are
Strange
empowered
Scaffold, 12
and can go
games.
on to, in their own communities,
Oh, they made
with their own
Clickholding,
visions of games, continue to make
which was
games in
very
ways that
weird.
make you feel strong and safe. I get to work from those values every
Yeah,
day
that's
because
the
I've
only.
had the extreme
Oh, they
blessing
also
to run into a
made an
talented,
airport for
extremely
aliens
talented,
currently run by
and
dogs.
good people like Tom
I
Vanita,
didn't play that
Meredith
one
Hall,
because
and
I didn't want to
Coetano, and
spend
Candace Udert, and RJ
$20 on
Lake, and
it, but I did
Marijuana
watch somebody else play it, and it
Go
was
on and
very
on.
weird.
Thanks to all those people and many, many more, Strange Scaffold
And
has
Clickholding
had
was
the
also
opportunity to ship
very, very
15
weird.
games in 5 years, and we've got a lot more.
I
on the
guess
way.
that's what this
So to end
category
this
is about,
somewhat
doing
long-winded
something that's
acceptance,
unique.
I really hope that this is the takeaway for people who are watching what Strange Scaffold is doing and has done over the past few years. It's that a game studio is not a binary template of a thing that you do. A game studio is a home.
There's a lot
You
going
fill it
on with this
things that you
video.
love, not with giant spiky furniture just because that's what someone tells you makes a home good. Smash.
And we all sing. Break shit, kill people, break shit, kill people, break shit, kill people, break shit. Break shit, kill people, break shit, kill people, break shit, kill people, break shit.
This must be some of their games that they've made.
Our next guest
No,
understands
maybe
it's not
not.
the size of the game that matters, but the impact.
Bite-sized games. Okay. Recognize a couple of these right away.
Hi, this is Ben Laserbeam, Program Director of the Playtopia Festival and a member of the video game band Team Laserbeam. Over the last decade, Team Laserbeam has been committed to creating aggressively short punk games that deliver maximum impact in the shortest time possible, so I'm really honored to be presenting the Bite Size Game Award. I think short games are so important. I think that it is so great
Yeah,
seeing
that's true.
developers
Honestly,
respecting
I
the
kind
time
of prefer
their
short
players
games to
and
really
giving
long
them
games.
experiences that are just as impactful as
Sometimes I don't want to play a game for like
And I think
60
through
hours. I just want to
creating
play a
short
game that
games like
lasts
this,
like
which are
3
often
hours
sort
that I
of
can do in
non-commercial,
one
they're
setting.
the kind of games that you could
And
never see
I could
coming
get
out
it
of AAA
front to
space,
back,
and
the
it's-
whole
it's the kind of thing
experience,
that only
and
indies
I don't
can
have to
do.
like
So, high
put it
fives to
away and
everyone
come
that's
back to
nominated
it,
for
you
this
know?
award. You all make beautiful, amazing games, and I really hope we're going to see more stuff like this in the future. Here are the nominees for Bite Size Game. Buckshot Roulette by Mike Klipnika.
Buckshot Roulette was good.
Clickholding by Strange Scaffold.
Click holding was odd. This is by those people that were just
Duck
presenting.
Detective: The Secret Salami
Duck
by
Detective
Happy
was
Rocky
very
Games.
cute. I like Duck Detective a lot.
Minami Lane by Doot.
This one I didn't play. It looks cute though.
Please Touch the Artwork 2 by Thomas Vadas.
This one I looked into. It's like a click and point type of game.
Thank Goodness You're Here. by
Oh,
Cold
this
Supper.
one also very funny. In like a whimsical kind of sense. Those are all good options. I think that Buckshot Roulette will probably win.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Thank Goodness You're Here by
Oh,
Cold
okay.
Supper.
Yeah, that. Thank goodness you're here was also very good. Don't get me wrong. It had a very nice, dry sense of humor.
Will here from Cold Supper. We're here in Barnsley Town Centre. We just wanted to say a big, heartfelt thank you for the award. Thank you.
Short and sweet.
Our next presenter understands the intricacies of crafting a game from tooth
Solo
and bone
dev.
all by themselves.
Oh, Animal Wells in this one. Oh, this is Afterlife, I think.
Hi, my name is Madison, and I'm a solo developer. Making games by yourself requires you to spend a huge percentage of your life sitting alone at your desk and obsessing over your craft and making things.
Yeah, that's fair.
Starting a game is easy and finishing a game is grueling, and it's amazing that any game gets made at all, but especially when it's just one human dedicating their life to
Yeah,
make
no,
something.
that's honestly
So,
true.
Our next award celebrates those people who choose to spend their time alone making things for others. Here are the nominees for solo development. Animal Well by Billy Basso.
You know, I played Animal Well and I did think it was good, but I'm also not very good
Children
at
of the
2D
Sun by
platformers,
Renee
so I feel like that took away some points from me just because I'm not good at them.
Crypt Custodian by
Crypt
Kyle
Custodian, I also heard was very good. I didn't play it myself, but I might.
Thompson. Knuckle Sandwich by Andy Brophy.
Didn't play this one.
Magical Delicacy by Skull.
Didn't play this one either. I don't think I've ever even heard of this one. Well, I've only played 2 of the
And the
games
Indie
in
Game
this
Award
list,
goes
so...
to Animal Well by Billy
Oh,
Bowser.
yeah, that's fair. I mean, Animal Well got so much hype, I think,
Thank
because
you so
Big
much.
Mode was
This is just
the
extremely
publisher.
cool. I spent about 7
But
years
still,
working
that-
on Animal
that
Well
doesn't
for most of that time. It was
diminish
just this
how
kinda,
much work this guy put into his game.
Secret, personal project that I was kind of embarrassed to even say the name of. So to see it get this level of recognition is very unreal to me. IGN and 6-1 Indie were some of the first groups to even cover Animal Well back when it's still relatively obscure and hardly anyone knew about it. So this feels super genuine. While I did work on Animal Well alone, I still had plenty of help making it into something that many people could actually have access to and marketing it. So I want to thank some people for that. First, my business partner, Dan Edelman, who lent the project his sort of business and marketing wisdom. And when he joined the project, I was able to transition to working full time, which was amazing.
Well, that's
I wanna
really cool.
thank Jason and Leah and everybody at Big Mode. Still super honored that you chose Animal Well as your first published title. And then I want to thank my girlfriend Madison, who's another solo developer, for just talking with me each day about game design and art and programming, and also for giving me this award. And then
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, I just want to thank there's the broader community in general, all the people, in the Discord server, the moderators, people making guides and fan art and video essays and mods, and there's just so much stuff that I keep finding on the internet that blows my mind, and all that stuff just makes it into an infinitely larger bit of culture than what I initially made, and for that I'll always be grateful. Thank you so much.
Oh, how cute. I liked the bubble wand in this one. I like bubbling all over the place.
Missing from the category. Aerial Knight's We Never Yield. Back when the nominees dropped, Neil reached out to us and let us know that We Never Yield wasn't a traditionally solo developed game, so he respectfully withdrew it from consideration. However, we still wanted to invite Neil on to be a part of the ceremony and share a few words about Daniel Wilkins, the talented composer behind the Never
good
Yield
of them.
music, who tragically passed away in November.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Neil. I was Dan's best friend for a very long time, almost 17 years, where we went to school together, we got our first bank accounts together, and we worked on the Never Yield games together. And I just want to take a second to tell you all how much of an amazing person, developer, and friend Dan was. Dan was a nerd, just like me. He loved nothing more than to talk about video games, to play video games, to argue about all types of different things in the video game space, but also call me very early in the morning and talk about what anime I just absolutely had to watch. I want to tell you how much of a dope person he was, how inspiring he was, how he had all these creative and different ideas that would have contributed to video games and just music in general. I could sit here and talk about Dan and how dope he was forever, but we don't have time for that. I would just like to tell you how Dan would love an event like this that honors and praises game developers and gives them their flowers while they're here. One of my favorite things to think about is how there was a time where this guy came up to me and Dan while we were at some event, and he just started telling Dan how amazing he was and how much he loved the music that he created, and how Dan talked about that for days.
Aw.
Because oftentimes we don't praise developers. We don't tell them how much we appreciate the work they create. All Dan ever wanted was to make music for video games. So I want to take the time to thank you for giving us the opportunity to make games for you.
Oh,
all.
this poor guy.
For giving us the opportunity to
Yeah, this
live
is so
our dream.
sad.
And and to let you know how much of a dope person that man was, and how much I'm gonna miss him. And my hope for all of you is that you all find a friend as good as he was to me. Thank you all so much.
Oh, what a good friend he was. Let's listen to some of it.
I will only ask once, boys. Give me the crown.
Whoa. Oh man. Oh, this is a nice little dedication piece that they're doing here. This is nice of them.
Playcrafting was integral to our
Innovation.
start in the industry. So
Okay,
we're honored to
Critmaster
have
is
one of
very
the key members
cool.
of their crew on
What
to
else we
present
got
the
here?
category for innovation.
The only one I recognize right away.
Hey everyone, I'm Christy Pride.
Oh,
this
look
is
at that
Dio,
cat.
and we work at Playcrafting.
My God.
Over at Playcrafting, we work to bring events, resources, paid opportunities, and a sense of community to devs at all stages of their career. And tonight, I am so honored to present the award for innovation. Innovation lies at the heart of the indie scene, making indies the lifeblood of the entire industry. It's where new ideas are born and the boundaries of gaming are consistently pushed. Tonight, we recognize the games that stand out for their bold creativity, ones that challenge conventions and redefine expectations. Beyond their artistry, innovative games help democratize the medium. They remind us that gaming isn't solely defined by multi-million-dollar blockbusters. It's
That's
an
true.
accessible canvas for anyone with a vision. Here are the nominees for innovation. Cryptmaster by Paul Hart, Lee Williams,
I
and
loved
Akbar
Cryptmaster.
Games.
I'll say that a million times. I loved it. It was such a good game.
Karmazoo by Pasta Games.
Ooh. It's pretty cool
Lorelei and the
looking.
Laser Eyes by
Oh,
Simova.
I have been meaning to play this one. I think I'll play this one maybe next week.
Arara
It's been on my
by
list.
Sven Algrim, Mathilde Hoffman, and Bastian Klausdorf. Rusty's Retirement by Mr. Morris Games.
I didn't play this one, but I watched someone play this one.
UFO 50 by
It was fine.
Mossmouth.
I don't think it did anything particularly crazy. I don't feel like I can say on this one because I only actually played one of them.
Cryptmaster. by
Oh,
Paul
okay,
Hart,
yeah.
Lee Williams, and Akupara Games. Congratulations.
I mean, it definitely deserves it. Cryptmaster was so cool.
Hello, I am the Crypt Master, and I have decided to grace this ceremony with my presence and collect my award.
Wow. That's awesome that they did this.
After all, it is my game, and I did single-handedly make it in the face of great adversity. For example, the oafish meddling of my two chief minions, Paul Hart and Lee Williams, the Laurel and Hardy of game development. Ugh. Also, continued interference.
Some of my Blue Sky tweets have been retweeted by Paul, which I think is really cool. I think he looks at like all of the tweets that are about Cryptmaster.
And the game's voice cast of insufferable old hams. So I'm not thanking any of that shower. I gather it's also customary on these occasions to thank the players for enjoying the game. But then I've seen what those degenerates have been doing in my crypt. I will,
nothing bad.
Thank the Indie Game Awards
for
recognizing my excellence. They are a beacon of sanity and have my eternal gratitude. Thank you, Indie Game Awards. This is my award. I'm worth it. I'm keeping it. I deserve it. Good night.
I love the Cryptmaster. Oh my god, he's so great. It's such a unique game. Maybe it's just because I've never played a typing game before, but it's like a typing dungeon crawler. It's so cool. This game was really neat. The one where it has to track your eyes, and if you blink, you like you move to the next cutscene.
Before Your Eyes, released in 2021.
I couldn't play it because I don't have a camera on my computer.
What we've done and the impact that the game has had on our fans and our players. Games have a rare ability to move us, making us feel things we didn't expect and creating connections that stay with us long after the credits roll. Tonight, we honor the indies that have profoundly resonated with us this past year. Games that offer personal, emotional, and thematic experiences that leave us a lasting impression. Or, to put it simply, ones that have made us bawl our eyes out. Here are the nominees for emotional impact.
Alright, which ones made me cry? This one didn't make me cry. I did love it. It made me feel a little bit sad, yeah, but it didn't make me cry. Especially when the guy is like stuck in the loop after trying everything and he like starts losing his mind. That was pretty sad.
By Nomada Studios.
I've heard that this one is very sad. I need to play this one, but it's a 2D platformer. That's the only reason I haven't played it.
Thirsty Suitors by Outer Loop Games. Until Then by Polychroma Games.
Oh, I mean to play this one too. I've heard that this one is really good and really sad. So I'm probably just based off of what I've heard gonna say that Until Then is probably gonna get it.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Neva by Nomada Studios.
That's fair. Yeah, I heard really good things about this one too, and that it was very powerful.
Hi, this is Adrian Cuevas from Nomada Studio. And I'm Roger Mendoza, and we want to thank you for this award. It's a huge honor on such great games. We want to accept this award on behalf of all the people at Nomada Studio, Berlinese, and everyone who contributed in this project. And of course, we would like to thank the players for supporting us. It is great to see that there's still room for personal stories in video games. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very nice. Oh. New Blood. This is like a brand new developing team or something?
Hello, IGAs, and thank you for this award for recognizing how shitty the industry was for a lot of people over the last year. It's a weird thing to win an award for, but fuck, here we are. You know, we put up that billboard at Summer Games Fest last year. Shit, I guess that was this year. To pay tribute to our friends who got laid off, but also to let the industry
we hate money.
Know that there are still studios out there like New Blood who give a shit. Who
New Blood
love
is
and
the
respect our friends who make those games. And the truth is, that kind of stuff only happens at the indie level.
Developer.
You know, we don't have any investors, we don't have any shareholders, and we don't have any masters. So we can do whatever the fuck we want. You know, we do have a lot of friends, but we are a small company, so we can't hire all those developers. We can't fund all their new projects.
Yeah,
but
fair.
We could put up a finger, or we could put up a billboard. So if you take anything away from that billboard or all the layoffs that have happened over the last year, you know, I'll say what I said back then over the summer, and that's to hire those developers, follow their new projects, and shout out when you see them. Oh shit! Look what these former Roll 7 devs are doing. Look what these former Arcane devs are doing.
I think that's what I love the most about playing indie games is I can search their developers,
of the video game
and it's just like two guys that learned how to develop games while they were on vacation or something, and you can like tweet at them and they will see it. And if you tweet about their game, they will see your tweets because it's like two people, or you know, a small team that doesn't have all this publicity. They don't have the money for that.
There's one indie in particular that
I think that's really cool.
mainstream with a shovel in hand.
Gameplay design. Okay, Balattra's gonna win. I already see it. Anything that Balattra is nominated for, Balattra's gonna win. Everybody loved Balattra.
Gameplay design is all about creating mechanics that flow seamlessly, challenge us in just the right way, and keep us fully immersed in our experience. Our next category recognizes indies that have excelled in this area, ones that not only offer stellar mechanics, but make us think outside the box. You know, like using a shovel for more than just digging. Here are the nominees for gameplay design.
Like marrying.
Balatro by Local Thunk.
Yeah, it's gonna be Balatra. I don't even have to see the other ones. It's gonna be. Balatra is so addicting.
Collective. Mini Shoot Adventures by Soul Game Studio.
I'm sure the rest of these games are
Nine Souls
great.
by Red
Oh,
Candle
this is one
Games.
I've meant to play, but again, 2D platformer fighter game. I'm not very good at those two
by
things.
Prince Light.
I love this game. I play the shit out of this game. It's so cozy. You just make little
Victory Heat
buildings.
Rally
That's
by
it.
Sky Devil Palm.
That's all that happens. You just build buildings. But I don't think it's crazy innovative or anything. They've made like 2 other games that do exactly the same thing.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Balatro by Local Thunk.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise anybody.
Thank you for the gameplay design.
Oh my
award
God.
for Balatro. I adore interesting systems and emergent synergies when I play games, and I set out to create something with those elements for myself and for a few friends of mine when I started working on Balatro 3 years ago. I love that I ended up being able
Balatro.
to share this passion project
Oh,
with so
I've been
many
saying it
players
wrong.
from all over the world. I want to thank everyone involved in the creation of this game. The whole team at Playstack, Lewis F., the musician, Martin DeMayer, my friends, my family, and my partner. I would not be here right now without your support.
Nice. Balatro. That's how you say it?
Our next presenter is no imposter, never sus, and arguably wears way too many hats throughout the industry.
Community management. What does that mean?
Hi, I'm Victoria Tran, the Community Director at Innersloth, creators of the game Among Us. I'm also the co-signer at our indie game fund Outersloth, a Wholesome Games co-organizer, GDC advisor, and I write a monthly community dev newsletter. As you can probably tell, community management is very important to me, very dear to my heart.
Yeah, it sounds like
it's
it.
a title that covers so much more than most people realize. Whether it's an individual or a whole team, they're the unsung heroes who wear many, many hats and capes, and I guess you could say pants and other clothing items, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Really, they're handling everything from player support to keeping conversations positive, marketing, sometimes PR, organizing events, managing feedback, it goes on. They endure a lot, but their work
Okay,
is vital
that's a
to creating
really
space
broad
where players
category.
feel heard, valued, and connected.
Okay, so
Our
it's
next
like
award
community
celebrates
outreach kind of
those who have
things.
gone above and beyond to foster a vibrant, inclusive community in an industry that can make doing so a little bit challenging at times. Here are your nominees for community management.
Okay, let's hear it.
AgroCrab.
Aggro Crab as opposed to the other crab game?
Black Tabby Games.
Oh, I do love Black Tabby Games. They're only showing
Local Thunk.
Kill the Princess, Slay the Princess. Balatro again.
Massive Monster.
Oh, did they make
NPC
I can't think of the
Studio.
game of that or the name of that. Fields of Mystria. Okay. Like I love all of these games. See, this is tiny grove, tiny glade, tiny something. I don't really know how they would vote on community management for
And the
this.
Indie Game
It's such a
Award
broad
goes to
category, honestly.
Aggro Crab.
Oh, okay.
Holy shuck. Thank you so
Oh.
much for the award in community management at the Indie Game Awards. When we got told that Aggro Crab won, I think I handled it pretty well.
That's so cool.
Like, I just
Oh.
think that I held it together. Like, I really don't think you could tell how I was feeling. I want to bring attention to the studios,
I like this
devs,
girl,
and
she's
team
funny.
managers that were also nominated for this category. So please make sure that you check out Black Tabby Games, NPC Studio, Poundslide, Local Thunk, and also our beloved friends over at Massive Monster. I never thought I would get the opportunity to meet so many incredible people through running the community at Aggro Crab. Over 3 years later, we've grown over 600,000 crab fans across multiple platforms,
Crab
and even
fans.
more who have played our games. As a community, we always try to bend the limits on what we can say and do as marketing and community. I mean, we're making games. Why can't we tweet about how there are microplastics in your balls and there's nothing you can do about it? Or that we added a gun? Or that Krill has a dumpy? Or that time that we literally just tweeted peanut?
No, you can't say that one.
Why not?
Because a bunch of people are going to be watching, and you probably don't want all of them to hear you say the word peanut.
I want to thank every player in our community who has either purchased our games, played them, said hello at conventions, or even drawn incredibly raunchy fan art that I will never, ever unsee with my eyes. You freaks. Thanks to the support of our community as well, we've managed to raise over $70,000 for a variety of ocean conservation charities, including WDC and Sustainable Coastlines. That's the equivalent of buying another Crab's Treasure about 2,000 times. You are why
Wow.
we're here today and why we can do such things. Community management is something that is a team effort. I'm so grateful to lead the community for our insane studio, but our community is as incredible as it is thanks to my partners in crime. I mean, our entire studio is filled with talented devs who were willing to pitch in with helping to make funny videos or even pitch an idea or especially help with the freaky content that I couldn't do alone, and I wouldn't have it any other way. They're the best
Wow.
and they're what makes Aggro Crab who we are. And finally, I want to give a huge thank you to the community managers of Aotearoa New Zealand and all of the other community managers throughout the world. You are the backbone of the gaming community, and do not let anyone else tell you otherwise. It would be a mess without every single one of you. So thank you again, and Godspeed.
Incredible. Crab. Oh. Spoon. Industry impact. Outer Sloth. What have they made?
We're
Sound
so
familiar.
honored that Outer Sloth is one of the industry impact recipients. That's super cool. Forrest, that's this guy, Outer Sloth, and I are really happy to see how it's taken off like this. For those who don't know, Outer Sloth is our indie game fund that we made after the success of our previous games, Among Us and the Henry Stickmin collection. Thank you so much to anyone who has bought those games, played them, continues to play them. You help us do cool stuff like this, and also just
True.
help us survive and
There's a lot of
grow as a
Among Us
studio.
going
We're
on.
investors,
Like, I know they
publishers,
made
or
Among Us, but man.
Outer Sloth was designed to offer deals we would have wanted back in our less popular Among Us days. It's our way of combating predatory deals that don't keep the developer's sustainability or success in mind. Unfortunately, we have seen a lot of those, we have experienced them, we have been offered them, etc. So yeah, it's a little wild out there. But sharing our success and supporting indie games is incredibly important to us, so we hope this helps devs gain a little bit more independence. Alongside Casey Yano from Mega Crit and a mystery friend contributing to the Outer Sloth Money Pool, we've signed 7 games since our reveal this year for a total of 16 games and growing. Outer Sloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more sustainable industry. If you'd like to find out more and maybe wishlist the games there, buy the games there, you can always find us at outersloth.com. Either way, keep supporting indie games. Thank you so much.
Great. I love that.
Last week, the
Women
Women-Led Games
led.
Showcase
We
gave us
love
a
women.
glimpse of what's to come in 2025. Tonight, they're here to recognize the standout achievements from the past year.
Let's see it.
Hi, I'm Shar, the
Hi.
founder and director of Women Led Games. Indies have always thrived on creativity and fresh perspectives, and tonight we celebrate a studio that's pushing the boundaries of both. Our next award honors the outstanding achievements of a game developed by a women-led team, one that reflects the diverse for greater, more inclusive, and more exciting. Here are the nominees for Women-Led Game.
Yay!
Board Let's by Anti Games.
This one was nominated for something else too, wasn't it?
Key Locker by Munana.
Key Locker. Oh, is this a rhythm game? I think it is.
Love Ghosty by Janbei Games.
I looked into this one. It looks really cute.
Mexico 1921, A Deep Slumber by
Oh.
Macala Interactive. Nightmare Cart by LW Media.
Oh, this one was crazy. Like in a good way though.
And The Crimson Diamond by Julia Minamata.
Oh, I like the pixelated animation. I got some new pixel alerts. They're very cool.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Mexico 1921, A Deep Slumber.
Didn't even
by
have
Macala
time to think about it. I have not heard of this one. I'll have to look into it.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you for taking us into account for this huge honor. Mexico 1921 is our first game for a lot of us in the team, so it's really a crazy thought that we get to be here and that we get the recognition from our peers and from people we admire.
Of course.
It's been a long
It's the
journey.
whole point
so
of this.
I really want to thank our team for making this story a reality and for allowing us to toggle the line between what a game really is. Is a game really an archive? Can an archive be a game? It's been a crazy journey. So all I can really say is thank you for this time, for this space, and I hope we can continue to build a world where games like this and stories like this have a chance. So thank you.
Cool.
Our next presenter is no stranger.
Narrative? Oh, I bet it's gonna be
secretive towns, folks.
Mouthwashing. Mouthwash had a great narrative. In a really fucked up way.
I'm Em of Perfect Garbage fame, and I'm here to introduce Narrative for the Indie Game Awards. A great story can transport us to new worlds, make us feel deeply for characters we've never met, and challenge our ideas about the world around us. The following indies deliver just that, an unforgettable narrative filled with compelling characters, immersive worlds, and thought-provoking themes. Here are the nominees for Narrative. When Thousand Times Resist by Sunset Visitor,
Haven't heard of this one.
Arco by Arco Team,
I think I've heard of this one, but I'd never played it.
Caravan Sandwich by
Oh, I
Studio
did hear
Windows,
this one. I heard okay things about it.
by Cozy Game Pals.
I heard okay things about this one too.
Last Time I Saw You by Naboroshi
Oh,
Artworks.
this looks interesting. Oh, I like the art style.
Mouthwashing by Wrong Organ.
Yeah, it's gotta be mouth.
When Thousand X Resist by
Oh,
Sunset
okay.
Visitor. Congratulations!
They did it!
Hi, my name is Remy Siu.
and I'm the creative director at Sunset Visitor Studios.
Hello, I'm Pinky Lee, and I am writer and narrative designer at Sunset Visitor Studios. On behalf of the cast and crew of 1000 Times Resist, thank you. We're so grateful and honored to be awarded Best Narrative.
We want to thank our team, Colin McDougall, and Tan, and Kodai Yanagawa.
We'd like to thank our composers and sound artists, Justin O'Coin, Lynn Cacho, Drew Redman, as well as Connor Wiley, J Lo, James Neves, and our family and friends and mentors for all of their years of support.
As well as our publisher, Fellow Traveler, and the Canada Media Fund for making the game possible. We'd also like to take a moment to thank and congratulate our fellow nominees, which are some of our favorite games this year. Arco, Caravan Sandwich, Last Time I Saw You, Fear the Spotlight, and Mouthwashing. So please buy those games.
Well,
We've
if I
been
must.
blown away by the engagement, support, and love for 1000 Times Resist. To everyone who has taken a moment to play our game, thank you. It means so much to us. And more than ever before, we are reflecting on the power and the privilege of storytelling.
I want to dedicate this award to our grandparents and pets, many of whom passed away during the development of this game.
Oh.
And we wouldn't be the same people we are today without them. So thank you to them for giving us something to carry. Heki Grace.
Heki Grace.
Interesting. Day of the Devs.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Schafer from Day of the Devs. On behalf of the whole Day of the Devs board of directors, the curation committee, and the whole crew that puts together all these shows every year, I want to say thank you to the Indie Game Awards for recognizing Day of the Devs and its efforts to highlight the best in indie games and others. We have been around for over a decade, but last year we became an official nonprofit. Just to make our mission clear, which is this isn't something that we are doing to make money, but something we're doing really to just celebrate video games, to promote the art form, to highlight games that might be overlooked, and also highlight the developers that make those games and bring them together with the fans in a really fun atmosphere that is much more of a games festival than a conference of any kind. So thanks again to the Indie Game Awards, and thanks to the whole Day of the Devs crew and everyone who volunteers to put those shows together and spend the time to find the best games out there to bring them to everyone's attention. Thanks to all the developers who share their games and everyone who's shown up to our live show in San Francisco or watched the trailers online. Thanks for supporting Day of the Devs for all these years.
Yeah. You're welcome.
At PAX East 2023, we met with Toge Productions to discuss an idea for this next category, an award to honor someone who makes a significant impact through storytelling each year. When it came time to choose the first recipient, and therefore name the award after them moving forward, there was only one clear choice.
Thank you. Thanks for the opening, Kim, because I won't be able to do that yet. So my name is Muhammad Fahmi, but you can just call me Fahmi.
Oh, this is Coffee Talk. I've played Tavern Talk, which was really good. Really alive. Oh, this looks cute. Storyteller Award.
Hi, I'm Chris Anthony, founder and CEO of Toge Productions. I work on Coffee Talk together with Fahmi. Fahmi is a great game director, a great colleague, and a great friend. He had made a huge impact during his time at Toge Productions, not only to our studio and everyone in it, but also to the wider indie game development community. Through his games and his kindness, he inspired many people all around the world. I hope that his memories and legacy will continue to be remembered and that his work will be able to inspire many more.
Hi, my name is Sasha Ariana from Pixelnesia and Togi Productions. I had the privilege of being one of Fahmi's closest friends and collaborators. I've worked alongside him on What Comes After and Afterlove EP. Since his passing, I've taken on the responsibility of continuing the narrative work for Afterlove EP in his honor. Fahmi was more than a friend to me, and his loss was a profound blow that left me deeply shaken for a long time. And witnessing the collective grief within the indie game community only reaffirmed how deeply his absence is felt. And it's no exaggeration to say that the industry lost a voice that is truly irreplaceable. Fahmi was
That's too sad.
a storyteller of rare passion and vision, brimming with narratives he longed to share with the world. And although his time with us was far too brief, I take solace in the stories that he brought to life through his games. And I hope we continue to share stories to each other in whatever medium we see fit and carry his legacy forward.
Nice.
Ini selaku
Good sentiment.
orang tua Muhammad Fahmi merasa bangga menerima penghargaan ini. Terima kasih kepada pihak penyelenggara atas apresiasi yang diberikan untuk Fahmi. Terima kasih juga kami sampaikan kepada semua pihak yang selama ini selalu mensupport Fahmi.
Kecintaan dia akan industri game lah yang membawa namanya dikenal. Bagi Fahmi, game
Can
bukan
hear
sekedar
the
hiburan,
children
namun
screaming in the
juga
background.
sarana membangun imajinasi dan menciptakan dunia yang bermakna. Penghargaan ini menunjukkan betapa besar dampak yang dia tinggalkan. Meskipun Fahmi sudah tidak bersama kita, semangat dan cerita-ceritanya masih hidup di hati kita dan terus menginspirasi bagi siapa saja yang memainkannya.
Thank you so much, man. Coffee Talk was a very personal project for me. It helped me through a very weird time in my life, and I'm glad if it can help you in some kind of ways too. I just want to say thank you. This game basically changed my life, and you, the players, are part of the things that changed my life for the better. So thank you so much.
Sad.
Our final presenter of the evening is currently developing what we and many believe will be a future Game of the Year contender here at the IGAs.
No pressure.
Well, hello and welcome, all you party people. We finally
Yeah,
made
that's
it.
me.
We're here at the final award of the night. My name is Davion Gooden. I'm the creative director over at Studio Xavier and the developer of the surreal adventure RPG, She Dreams Elsewhere, coming soon. And it is my honor and a privilege to present the big kahuna, the big cheese itself, Game of the Year. Now, look, I know we all just love award season. We all
true.
love the
We do.
discourse. We all love asking questions like, oh, what's the point of award shows? And why did this get nominated? Why didn't that get nominated? Davion, when's your game coming out? And honestly, all those thoughts and questions are valid and also extremely stupid. Because Game of the Year,
I like this guy, he's
it's
funny.
more than just a title. It's more than just an award. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of the games that have come out and had a profound impact on this industry and its players, whether it be for their artistic direction, excellence in storytelling, unique gameplay mechanics, or because they were really just that good. The following indies have done just that. They've captured our imaginations and redefined what's possible within our industry. And on behalf of our entire community, I am so, so grateful for their existence. Game Awards
No more shenanigans.
goes to Balatro,
Yeah.
my local fund.
Yeah, we knew all along. It was no secret.
I'm honored to accept this award for Game of the Year. I've had the pleasure of playing some incredible indie games in this past year, including a lot of the fellow nominees, and I'm so proud to represent such a vibrant, creative, and diverse corner of the games industry. Our games are able to take big design and aesthetic risks in a way that AAA games cannot, and I believe 2024 was truly a banner year for independent games. However, the thing that sticks out to me the most since I announced Balatro is the incredible love and support from my fellow indie devs. This is a hard industry, and every person
Yeah,
I've
that's
spoken to
true.
has been
Absolutely
passionate,
everybody loved
kind,
Balatro.
and willing to lend a helping hand without fail. There are a lot of wonderful humans in this line of work, and I would love to share this award with every one of them. I stood on a lot of shoulders to be here, and I hope I can pay a fraction of the success forward.
I'm sure you will.
Now that we know the proper pronunciation of Balatro and we know who we're
Oh,
mailing
yeah,
all
I
these
keep saying
awards
it
to,
wrong.
That is
Oops.
a wrap on the inaugural Indie Game Awards.
Congratulations to all of our nominees and
Man, I was
recipients,
sad that
and
they
thank you to all
didn't
of
show
our
any
incredible
ones that
presenters
are
who
coming
took the
out
time
next
to help
year.
us celebrate a
That's like half the
fantastic
reason
year
why
for
I
indies.
watch award
To
shows.
all of our fellow showcases, journalists, content creators, organizations, and more who made tonight a reality, thank you. The IGA started as a text exchange back in 2022 amongst the 6-1 Indie crew, and it feels surreal to be here with you all in this moment.
Once again, thanks to the sponsors who came in to support the ceremony at a moment's notice. Pocket Pair,
At a
Very OK
moment's
Vinyl,
notice.
V
I wonder why
Publishing,
that
and the
was.
Powell Group, as well as Playcrafting and Brookland for throwing the official viewing party.
While tonight was a celebration for the scene, it would be foolish to end the evening without recognizing how tough of a year it's been. As Dave discussed earlier, thousands of lives have been negatively affected by layoffs, studio closures, and consolidation, and unfortunately, it doesn't end there. The war in Ukraine continues to wreak havoc on so many lives. Palestinian and Lebanese families continue to suffer in the Middle East. Women's rights are dwindling. The livelihoods of our queer, trans, and BIPOC friends and family are put at risk daily. It's now more important than ever to treat one another with kindness and respect and support those you love. So with air in your lungs and blood in your veins, thank you all for being here with us
Yes.
to celebrate the games that help.
There's no other way for us to show
The Indie
up, so
Game
you're
Awards
welcome.
will return in 2025, and gears are already in motion to elevate this proof of concept into an unforgettable event for the foreseeable future. We want
Okay.
to build the IJs together, so if you have a moment, we'd love to hear your feedback. Head on over to the official website where you can fill out a
Oh.
survey with your thoughts on tonight's ceremony. And of course, don't forget to support all of the nominees, presenters, and more by checking out the IJ Steam event.
Thank you. Happy holidays and play more indies.
Yeah, indie games. Woo! We love indie games. Yay! All right. Well, that was pretty good. Again, sad they didn't talk about anything coming out next year, but you know, maybe they'll do that next time. I don't know. One can hope, I suppose. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Did you agree with these? Did you disagree with them? Let me know what you think.